Take a deep breath. And exhale out completely. And again, breathe in. And release. And one more time. And let it go. Good morning. What day is it? Ah, it is hump day. That phrase always used to crack me up. Hump day. Getting over the hump. Getting through the week. Moving through another day of lessons and learning. Time is doing interesting things this morning. Speeding up, slowing down, just recognizing the perception. Allie and I were just talking about, we saw each other at the coffee house earlier, and how I kept looking at the time because I was being present about getting here. And it kept like, oh, it's only 10 minutes. It felt like it was 30 minutes, you know, and I was really kind of moving slow, which was beautiful because I had a beautiful reunion with a friend who I hadn't seen in a while. We were having some really kind of important conversation for the two of us. We were just kind of moving through it. And I noticed we were both kind of moving slowly through it, so perhaps that affected, you know, our time as opposed to, you know, if we were trying to rush everything, pack everything in. Our perception affects reality in such profound and subtle ways. And then we got here and started setting up, and that was like super fast. And then the meditation, even though it was kind of slow, melodic with the bells and the bowls, it was like I felt like I was just in it for a minute. And I looked up and I checked the time, and it was 25 minutes. Like, wow. Our perceptions. And I just find it interesting because usually I'm just challenged with time in general, in meaning that I have a pretty strong history of being resistant to it. Being on time, you know, having to do things in a certain amount of time, having to clock in when I used to hold a job that, you know, you had to be there at 9 o'clock to clock in. If you were 5 minutes late, you were 5 minutes late. You were in trouble. You know, get there early. Stay late, get there early, stay late. So we're always measuring, I think, the value of our experiences through the amount of time, perceived time, that we have. And when it slows down, especially these days, because everything seems to be moving so fast, and I believe it is. I mean, we're already here, 23rd of, is it 23rd? Yeah, 23rd of February. I'm thinking, just yesterday, I was at the Grand Canyon on New Year's Day. What happened? It's almost 2 months ago. And May is around the corner. That's kind of, you know, the launching of summer and, you know, spring. Not to skip spring. Spring is coming, but, you know, really spring is more the April, May time for many of us. And then summer, you know, the mid-month of June, July, and August. And I was having an interesting conversation with my friend who is considerably younger than I am, you know, at 23. And said, you know, I just realized that I'm in the early spring of my life. And I'm kind of like mid to late summer of mine, you know, at 39. Almost a year from 40. Ooh. And the perception of time in our experiences, though we speak a very similar language, is dictated by how much physical time we spend on this planet. You know, you can only have so many experiences within the relative amount of time that we have here. And so the concept of time has always intrigued me, because we are, in one part, ruled so definitively by it. So many people, especially if you have a job, you got to show up on time, be present when you're there, or you won't have a job for very much longer, which provides for resources for other needs. For those of us who kind of are in charge of, and that's a very loose term, of our own time, even the discipline of time is even more impactful. You've got to create things. I've got to show up for class. I've got to be here on time so that I can be present for the people that are showing up. Giving our times to work, giving our times to play, giving ourselves time to rest, and finding the balance between all of that. And yet, time's an illusion. It doesn't exist. Except for our perception of it. We've created it. We have created this thing of 24 hours in a day. Now we've created it because there is, in fact, a rotation of the planet around the sun. And it takes a certain amount of time for it to do that. There's a beginning and an ending point, but they're connected, and it begins again, and again, and again. And completely malleable. Now you can go into a meditation, or go into a conversation, and expand it and contract it based on your awareness, or you're forgetting of it. And everything happens right now. The past doesn't really exist anymore. It's a memory. The future is a concept made up of an infinite possibilities that shall come in time based on current now actions. It's a little philosophical this morning, but think about it. Because really for me what it boils down to is, what is the value of it? You can have all the time in the world and waste it away. And you can have that much time left and make the most out of every bit of it. People who are facing physical death, terminal disease, cancer. I imagine what time must be like to someone in a coma. Does it stand still? Is it like being in a dream when you can have 4 dreams in a matter of 30 seconds? Or does it extend out like each second is a day? And then the perception of the people outside of that person, who are the family, that are hurting, loving, wondering, waiting. Days, weeks, months, years, maybe forever. Because the person still hasn't come out. It's been 10 years, what do we do? So the value of every single moment of time is based on what we do with it. It's based on how we perceive it. It's based on how present we are within each and every single breath. Totally Awesome QiGong, also known as Divine Breath Form. And my purpose, one of my goals, I should say, in this life, is to master time. Time travel, stop it, speed it up, play with it, reverse it. I'm thinking there's got to be a way. Right? It's not linear. We're understanding that. Quantum physics is proving that on a scientific level. Metaphysics is showing that in terms of how people are. I was talking with someone, a couple of people last night about dream travel. Moving beyond time and space within the dreams, getting into the dreams of other people. Somebody had mentioned, and a few people have, about how I showed up in their dreams. I'm like, I don't have any awareness that I'm traveling to people in my dream state, let alone theirs. But it's kind of interesting, a little bit freaky to me, that I have, 2 or 3 people I've heard from across the country who I've never met before say, hey, I had a dream about you last night. They know me, they maybe see my stuff on Facebook. I'm like, really? What kind of dream? Do tell. Was it as good for you as it was? But seriously, I'm like, interesting, dreams. Another realm of trying to figure out what goes on within that state of time, space, continuum, or a suspension thereof, or a combination. So I'm intrigued. Because there's so much happening right now. And with the value of the time that we have, and we have this date that's been put out there, December 21st, 2012. It's becoming more and more in the greater consciousness. What's going to happen? What's going to happen at that time? Which right now is still a concept, still an idea. It's not here. Sure, on some maybe dimensional level, there's an infinite number of possibilities that are already occurring, and in fact, they might even be going on. It is December 21st, 2012, somewhere in dimensional time, multi-dimensional time. I ain't gonna go there. So I'm gonna stick with the one that we're in right now. And go, well, whatever it is, it'll be interesting. But what value does that have for me? What does it mean for the world? That's one thing. But what does it mean for me in this place and time in the world? I have a long desire to travel around the world. And I intend to do so in 2012. I don't even know where I'll be on the globe on December 21st. I'll be paying attention to each and every single moment that leads me in that direction. And then when I'm there, when I'm present, it'll be, okay, I'm still breathing. Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe not. Possibly. But honoring time at this key and developmental stage of your life, wherever you are, is the absolute key. What my friend said after that was that I have been rushing so much to get things done. And I'm just beginning. I'm honoring the time that I have and the things that I've got going on instead of trying so hard to get everything done. Some would even argue that there's nothing to even do. Just be. Do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. Don't do what you gotta do when you don't. In theory, it's all beautiful, and we're integrating all of the concepts of how to be in the world, how to work within the time-space realities. And I will say that it does exist. I'm not really one of those that subscribe to it's all an illusion and you might as well just go find a nice rock and sit on and meditate for the rest of your life. Because again, it's like I said last time, on Monday, about how it is to integrate all of the energies of being into a singular thinking, feeling, speaking, hearing, doing, not doing. To listen and pay attention to all of it with all of who we are, mind, body, and spirit. And as you raise your vibration to that level of listening, you understand the greater value of time in every single moment that it has to teach you. Every single thing that there is in every breath to understand, which is only infinitesimal of what is truly really there. Contemplation is a powerful and yet sometimes dangerous thing. When you listen and pay attention, it speaks a great deal. So, I read something that kind of hit me on that point, and I'll close with that. She smiled. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yeah, I've heard that one before, I said. But do you really understand that statement, what that statement really means? When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Everywhere. In the sky, in the trees, in the taxi cabs and banks. In therapist's office and service stations, in your friends and in your enemies. We're all teachers for one another. There are teachers in every neighborhood, in every city, state, country. Teachers for every level of consciousness. As in every field, some are more skilled or aware than others. But it doesn't matter because everything is an oracle. It's all connected. Every piece mirrors the whole when you have eyes to see and ears to hear. This may sound abstract to you, but one day, and that day may not be too far away, you will absolutely understand. And when you do, she said, picking up a shiny stone, you'll be able to gaze into this stone or examine the veins of this leaf and watch a paper cup blowing in the wind, and you'll understand the hidden principles. Sacred Journey of a Peaceful Warrior, Dan Melvin. And I believe the elements and the key are in the time that we have here. All of it possesses the answers to what it is that we're seeking. And the people that we spend our time with are some of the biggest, crucial keys. So enjoy your time with that and with them. And if they're causing you to struggle, pay even more attention. They'll be your greatest teachers. So now it's time to do some moving. Some breathing and some QiGong. Are you ready? Yes. Take a deep breath, clear your mats, come to your feet. We'll begin. See if we can slow time down. We're going to really focus on our form and really moving a little bit slower and increasing that breath capacity today. Really focusing on developing that deeper, richer breath, that source, that chi. So, prepare now your hearts and your bodies. We've worked on our mind, getting us all aligned into a space of time, presence. Take what I say, allow what resonates to stick, let go of what doesn't. In fact, let go of just any thoughts right now and simply just come into that place of being, here in this space. Feet firmly planted, toes forward, hips balanced, knees soft, shoulders relaxed, arms by the side. Gaze forward and find a focal point on the wall behind you. Take a deep breath in. And release, exhale out. And again, and release. Go ahead and close your eyes. Firm balance, tree stand. Begin to imagine that you can see the air, the oxygen, the floating molecules of life all around. And as you inhale, visualize, see the physical form of this chi as it enters in through the nostrils, in, down through the esophagus, into the lungs and diaphragm. And as you exhale, see it being released, perhaps as smoke or as light, as moving particles. See it in your mind's eye and just connect with it even more deeply as you feel it enter, changing temperature, changing consistency. And as you release it, letting it go, not holding on to anything, just allowing more of it to flow. Bring your awareness down to the root or towards the belly button. Breathe in, pulling this air, seeing it in your mind's eye as you breathe it in. Again, slowly releasing, counting 2, 3, 4. Pausing only for a brief moment. Stopping time for just a millisecond. And again, repeating that process, pulling that breath even deeper, allowing it to expand within you. Bring your awareness now to that root, to the base of the spine. See the color red. And as you inhale, breathe in. Expanding this light at the base of the spine. This beautiful spinning disc, this connected point to your physical body, to the planet. And as you exhale, release to begin to just allow that energy to flow down towards the thighs and back towards the tailbone. Down towards the knees. Deepening the breath even further, even beyond the original capacity. increasing. See the color red expand even further, and as you exhale now, send those roots of a tree, those roots of light down the thighs with the energy into the knees, calves, ankles, and feet. Concentrating the flow downward towards the earth. Inhale, bringing that energy back in through the nostrils down into the body. And as you exhale, visualize, see it in your mind's eye. Now extending those roots into the mat and the floor. Let go. Allow them to grow into the subfloor, into the space below. Connect. Inhale deep again. Deeper energy, further energy, stronger energy. Exhale now, sending all of that intention, that light down into the earth, down towards the center. The healing and beating heart of this planet. Whose sole and main purpose is to support all life. Recycle and renew all things. To love and be loved. Allow those roots to grow and wrap around the bits and pieces and parts of her inner self. And when you feel the connection, reverse by breathing in and up and allowing that energy to rise up that system of roots towards the balls of your feet, that bubbling well. Pulling it up the legs and knees, into the thighs and hips, into the base of your spine and the pelvis. Filling this whole area of the reproductive organs with Kundalini energy, the earth energy, the planetary transformation energy. Allow it to enter in as part of your practice as you call in this energy, as you call in the Divine Mother. It is so crucial right now. It's so important that we connect at base level. At this time, in this space. Go ahead and breathe it all the way up towards the crown. Exhale out completely with your awareness and on each chakra as we breathe. We'll breathe 6 breaths up. Inhale, bring your awareness to the second chakra right at the below the belly button. See the color orange expand as you rise this energy up the legs. As you exhale, allow it to open up. Inhale again, bringing it up to the third solar plexus. Breathe light, let it flow. And exhale like reverse light in an hourglass. Awareness now in the heart chakra. See the color green. Breathe it up all the way from the center of the planet, all the way up that network of roots into the heart. Exhale, allow it to rise. Inhale again, third or fifth chakra. Blue. Visualize a beautiful ocean, a sea of integrity, authenticity, and possibilities expand. Third eye, the sixth chakra, see the color violet. Breathe it up, breathe it in, shoot it out. Great many messages are being sent forth onto this planet. Great many messages are being spoken from your higher self. Are you listening? You see, what is it that you're here to do? What is it that you want to do? Crown chakra, see the color white, beautiful crystalline. Inhale deep from the base, breathe it into the crown. Let go of any resistance. Exhale, extend that beam up towards the ceiling. Sending it up through the ceiling, through all physical matter. Inhale again, breathing this energy up, continuing the rise as you increase the yin into the yang. And as you exhale now, send that beam, that beacon of light to the atmospheres. Extending, slowing down, expanding through time. Breathe it up, breathe it out. Inhale, rise. And now as you exhale, see that star on the opposite edge. See that representation of your higher self in connection to all that is. Trust me, it will be there forever. Even when this planet has done its job and moved on, we've all moved into other spaces of time. See it, touch it, feel it. Exhale and extend your light from this spot to that point and that. Staying present here in the physical form, just extending our energies up and out. And when you feel the connection, allow that energy to be received and recognized. Offer a word of thanks. Thanks for watching out for me. Thanks for watching my back. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for helping me connect with other people that are willing to teach and be taught. Breathe it in and allow this energy to be received like beams and pulses of light down towards the crown. Across the vast universe. Inhale and receive, pulling this divine energy into the practice. Bring your awareness now to both the root and the crown. You know the drill. Centering your focus on the heart space. Breathe in, breathe it up, breathe it down. And expand within the heart chakra, opening up, mixing, and blending the alchemies. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your form today. Look within and see what's ready to let go. See what you're ready to move out. See what's holding you back. Good. Inhale, breathing up, breathing down, and as you exhale, bring your awareness forward, eyes open, palms together to a palm palm. Holding space for an entire planet going through the same time and space that we are, we shall begin to expand out. And exhale, press. And again, pulling this energy up and down from root and crown, and exhale, sending, building up that chi in the center of the hands. Inhale out. press on chi, bounce the hands on the outer edges. See how quickly you are connecting with it the more you set your practice. Good. When you have it, when you have the edges of it, press in towards the center. Go ahead and create your intention. What is your purpose for practice today on a personal level? When you have that, breathe into the mind, breathe into the physicalness of those words. Believe that they're a true intention, something that you truly want and or need and or desire. And as you exhale, allow those words to take form in the form of a tangible form of energy that drops down into the heart space. Breathe into the heart chakra, pulling up energy down from the root or crown and up from the root. Imagine expand the idea, the thought, the ask, expand the hands out. Feel what it feels like to receive. Exhale, release that energy into the space between. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Full intention. Inhale one more time. And exhale, press. Press on chi. Really feel the change in that energy, in that life force. You feel it holds what it is you intended? Hope so, because we're going to use it now. Let's go ahead and separate it into two halves. Bring it down to the side. Palms in, fingers open, elbows out, shoulders relaxed, knees soft, balanced in the center of the feet. Pelvis towards the earth. Exhale out completely, turn the hands up. Inhale up. Slow it down. See it in your mind's eye, pulling all of this waves of energy rising up on the back sides of your arms like a cape towards the sky. Exhale, release. Knees soft, chin and chest to sky. Slowly, chin level with the floor. Inhale. Feeling every movement of your form. Grab that sun, pull it down towards the crown. Palms in towards the body. Elbows out. Exhale, continue to release and flow that energy down. Waves of light, shower heads from the palms. Simply washing through the chakra systems right now, just clearing up the light bodies. Release it down into the earth, anything that doesn't serve, any muck or felt. Wrap the good stuff around now. Continue to inhale out. Hands on heart. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it. Gaze forward. Pull it down to the crown and continue with the breath as you exhale down. Adjust those hands accordingly so you're continuing the flow at a 45 degrees. Wash it out and down, wrap it around, continue on breath. Inhale, rise. Let me come around and do a little bit of adjustments for some of you guys. Doing great though. Exhale, release. Slow intention, like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon. Inhale, bring it in. Bring it up to the crown. And exhale down. Tapping in now into the physiological mind. Literally increasing the flow of energy, oxygen, blood, electronic pulses through your nervous system. Clearing out and washing down, repairing any damaged cells along the way. Continue on, inhale, rise. Increasing the flow of energy up each and every time. Exhale, release. Inhale back in. Chin level with the floor. As if you're moving through water, maybe 100 feet below the surface. Flowing this vibration now through skin and bone, muscle, clearing out organs. Let it go, release it down, wash it into the earth, recycle and renew. She'll do it happily. We'll give her some loving stuff at the end. Thank you. Top of the breath, expand out, release it all. Belly button in towards the spine, contract. Pausing just for a millisecond, coming back up, inhale, rise. Elbows out, palms down, in towards the crown. Breathe in. Invite the energy now to go wherever it needs to go. Asking for clearing and clarity in all kinds of areas in the physical, mental, and subtle bodies. Release it. Let's do it one more time. Big wings, reverse swan dive. Inhale, bring it back in. Then release it down, flowing it through. Beautiful gift to be able to give yourself. Come to the tops of those thighs. Fingers down. Inhale. Breathing from the crown, white light it all the way through. Exhale, release, and send that energy in towards those roots, down those roots, in through the feet, into the earth, clearing it all out. Sending some loving energy to Idea, Divine Mother Gaia. Wrap it around. Take a couple of breaths here. Just find your center. Beautiful. Let's do earth hands. We'll do a yin-yang balance form. Next, bring your hands, I'll be your mirror. Bring your left arm up to the right below the throat chakra. So the tops of the hands is right below the foot. Bottom hand up and around right at the sacrum. The palms are facing one another. Your top elbow is relaxed and about 45 degrees under the top hand. And naturally, the elbow on the bottom will be up. Go ahead and shift your hands in slightly, like holding a globe and keeping those palms connected so there's a line that draws through. Beautiful. Open up the fingers. Gorgeous. Relax the shoulders. Gosh, you guys are so good. Again, just a little bit. And open this up. Beautiful. So, visualizing holding a planet, a globe, the earth, perhaps. Between the palms, between the arms, all of this energy contained in this round space. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, begin to slowly turn towards your left in the direction of your upper elbow. Come to a comfortable 45-degree turn. Now rotate the hands around the edges of that globe simultaneously, just flipping the bottom hand for the top hand to bottom. Holding that position, right over left. Begin to exhale and rotate over to the other side. Relax those shoulders. Here, begin to rotate, rounding, slowly turning that planet around. Don't want to shake the people off of it. And exhale over. Holding gently and with full intention. Inhale, rotate. Right over left. Stationary, holding the poles, exhale. Travel. Slow. Inhale, rotate. Perfect circle around the edges. Not to disturb those that are sleeping. Not to shake those who may be awake. Come to center. Pause. All right. So here's an opportunity to check where you are. This is a yin-yang. Essentially, the ideal hand is right at the bottom of the throat. Right where your collarbone is. And that bottom hand is right at the level of the waist, right about where a belt line would be, right below the belly button. When you're rotating, taking those hands, not losing that connection between the palms. So, not doing any of this, not doing, any of this. It's just really keeping that roundness in the center. So that when you make the adjustment here, boom, same place, collarbone, belt line. What will happen is, when you rotate, some of you will go in and get really small. Some of you will rotate and get really big and be up here in the third eye. What does that mean? Well, if we're balancing the energies of yin to yang, if you're going, say you're going into your right side and you're getting really big, your right side, your male side will represent your masculine energy. So maybe that your masculine energy is a little bit blown out of proportion right there. Could be brought in, perhaps, a little closer down. The opposite would be true. If you go to your left, say you come in tiny. Your feminine side, your yin energy, your nurturing, compassionate side, the mother energy. Open up. And through that process, through that awareness, we'll balance these energies out. Not unlike moon board and or push hands. So this is called earth hands. So that's where we are. So with that awareness, drop that up. We'll make sure that hand's at the collarbone, bottom hand at the belt line. Relax the shoulders, square them out. Take a deep breath. Let's do it a few more times now that you've got the theory, concept. Exhale. Really pay attention to that rotation and that size. Inhale, begin to change hands. Exhale, travel. Relax the shoulder, top elbow below the hand. You again, rotate. Slow. Feeling that connection of energy from left to right. Exhale, travel. Gaze over the top of your top hand. Be that your focal point. Just gazing over the horizon as you come to the other side. Inhale. Gazing over now the right hand. Exhale, travel. Inhale again. Slowly, gently. Exhale. Inhale, rotate. Make any adjustments in or out. Relax the shoulders, elbows. Come on. And one more time on the right. Inhale. Blow it around. Exhale, come to sit. Can you adjust the music? Take a deep breath in. Go ahead and come to a palm-to-palm connection at the lower dantian. Take a deep breath in. And release it. Good. How are you guys feeling? Good. Good is good. Great is better. Awesome is where I want you to be toward the end of the class. Alright, so opening form, balancing form. Let's do some empowerment form. Really enjoying the bow and arrow form. I'm really getting a lot out of it, so let's go ahead and play with that one today. Allie, have you done bow and arrow yet? Okay, excellent. So, which is actually a modification from the Tai Chi form. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. On your next inhale, turn the left hand up and out. I'll be in here. Rise it up. As if you're reaching up, over, and into the crown, about to pull that quiver out. Begin to dip that bottom, that right hand elbow down, rise it up, coming into a cross at the heart. Release, deflect, point right hand finger out, pulling back on that left hand on that bow. Point and gaze out over the tops of those, the thumb and the forefinger. Good. Inhale, turn right palm up, left elbow down. Energies towards the center, bring it down, feed it through. Deflect, exhale, go ahead and lean back now on the right leg. As you extend out, left arm, pull back on left. Pausing, get your gaze, get your fix. What are you shooting for today? Inhale, palm up, right elbow, drop it down. Come back to center, gaze forward. Right hand into the, top hand into the crown, left hand feet it up. Cross at the heart, exhale, lean back, and extend. Pulling back on that bow, really getting a good length on it. Inhale, bring the right palm up, left elbow down, back to center. Feed it through. Wrist to wrist, exhale, lean back, press, and pull. Inhale, palm, right elbow down. Come back to center. Cross at the heart, cross the wrist, exhale, pull, release. And again, keep going. Inhale, rise. Gaze forward. Like a focused archer. Cross, exhale, lean back. Left palm up. Breathe it, rise it. Right elbow down. Back to center, gaze forward. Cross, elbows, press. Good. Right palm up. Left elbow down. Gaze forward. Slow and with intention. Exhale, press. Inhale up. Right elbow down. Gaze forward. Cross at the heart. Exhale, press. Gorgeous. Let's do it a couple more times. Inhale, rise. Left elbow down, come to center. One fluid movement. Exhale, press. Lean back. Inhale up. Right elbow down. Coming into center. Flow it through. Cross down to the heart. Exhale, release. And pull back. And one more time on the other side. Inhale up. Begin to exhale as you bring it through the cross and release. I think we need to do one more on the other side. I'm going to start on this side. Inhale up. Bring it down. Cross at the elbows. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Go ahead and inhale both hands up. Palms together. And exhale. We're always shooting at the other thing, not animals. Just want to be sure everybody understands that. Not people. And release. Bring your hands down the side. Go ahead and take a drink of water. You have one today.
Demons.
Huh?
I'm shooting at demons.
Or demons. I don't mind that. Just be careful, they tend to shoot back. So be sure you get them real good. Or have a good shield. Alright. Time for a couple more. Time slowing down a little bit. Three forms. So, cloud hands. We'll do some auric cleansing today. Find your focus. Get your center. You okay back there, Sky Sea? Put her to sleep. Alright, she's looking amazing. Alright. Take a deep breath. Go ahead and come to rest position, start position. Let's go ahead and begin to gather, rotating those hands, rotating at the shoulder. Big spoon stirring. Visualizing, seeing those tiny vortexes of energy on either side of the feet. whipping this energy up and around and feeding into the lower dantian. Good. Let it make the circles now a tiny bit smaller. Focusing a very pinpoint. And still keeping in your mind's eye the visualization of this energy rising like two tiny tornadoes. Go ahead and make the circles even smaller still here. Continuing the breath, not forgetting our breathing of up and down from root and crown into the heart. Continuing to send energy into the hands and into the space, and this time with the energy basically mixing in with that energy that's rising up from the earth. Good. Go ahead and come to still. We're continuing the breathing process and the visualization process. Just feel. You feel that energy flowing up around the base. Right. Cloud hands, auric cleansing field, auric field cleansing. So let's go ahead and whip a little bit more air. Let's do it 3 times, a little bit more energy. 2, 3. Begin to expand out and bring that energy in towards the lower dantian. Good. Inhale out, rise it up to the middle dantian, right below the heart chakra. Turn the fingers up towards the sky. Inhale, rise up into the upper dantian. Building up some cumulus clouds in your mind as we send this energy now, rise it up into the upper chakras. Release this energy. Big clouds releasing their bounty of rain, or whatever you want. Could be snow, could be anything. And waving this energy, sending this energy down through the outer layers of your auric field. Your mental body, your emotional body, and then your light body, your subtle higher self body, which extends about 2 to 3 feet out from your self on the average, so about the arm's length. Wash that all the way down, clearing out any muck down into the earth. Go ahead and begin the rotation process, building up some new cloud layers. 1, 2, 3, and now wrap it around, breathe, inhale, rise. Lower dantian. Inhale again, rising up to the middle. Point those fingers up towards the sky, big cloud layer here into the third eye. And whip it up, release it. Thunderclap. Give it a little bit of light here. Just go ahead and begin to feel these layers of your extended self. Just allow your hands to go wherever they need to go within that field to clear out whatever might be attached or clogging up your outer. Wash into your big breath, inhale deep, middle, pull it in. Inhale again towards the heart. Fingers up towards the sky. Inhale deep. Exhale, bring it in. Pull it up into the upper chakras. Wave it out. Release it. You could easily do this for another person simply by the visualization and pulling. This is what a lot of chakra cleansing is about when you're working with people who do Reiki or pranayama. So it's just a self modality. Inhale out, bigger clouds now. Healthy, beautiful, cleansing clouds. Breathe it up to the heart. Fingers up. Inhale out, reach it. Gathered in towards the third eye and release it up into the sky. I just like to make that sound. I love thunderstorms. I can't wait till spring gets here. And watch it. Rain into the ground, clearing it out, letting it loose. Let's do it one more time. Building up the energy, 2 or 3 turns, and then on the 3rd or 4th, inhale out, begin to build. Fingers towards the sky. Third eye, reach. Gather, pull it in and up. Release it. Allow it. Feels good, right? All right, and come back to a palm-to-palm connection. Elbows out, take a deep breath. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, point the palms towards the tops of the thighs. Breathe in, exhale out, just release everything else. Just let it all go. Another wave of beautiful light energy in the back. Taking our auric field muck. Go ahead and wrap it around to the side. Alright. Sadly, as long as the hour has come, we're still in the time and space, but that's a good thing because we get to do lotus. Our gratitude. So go ahead and bring the palms in towards one another. Take a deep breath in. Let's just do one expansion now. Pulling the energy up from the root and down from the crown. Exhale, breathing through the heart. Placing our intention and our gratitude now in this space. Begin to connect those fingers, tips one by one and into the thumbs. Pausing on the breath, just flip the hands up to them. And prepare now. Inhale. Reaching pinky, middle, pointer, thumb. Creating a beautiful opening lotus blossom. Coming down all the way towards the earth. Point the palms in, elbows out, and get down towards the hips. And do it again. Put the hands up. Inhale up. Slow. Open up those elbows. Good. Pinky, middle, pointer, thumb. Release. Palms towards the sky. Receiving that energy in towards the center, through the crown, all above. Feed it into the lower levels. Rounding up those elbows, palms in, continuing on the breath now, fingers together. Pinky, middle, pointer, thumb. Om Mani Padme. You are the jewel. You are the lotus. Both palms in, elbows out. Keep going. Exhale. Palms in, elbows out. Closing gently that cycle one more time. Let's do it actually 3 more times. We've got time. expand even greater, another 1,000 petals. And one more time, get your best gratitude form yet. Exhale out. Pull the palms in together, begin to rotate. And squeeze it down, compressing that energy into a tiny seed. Remember everything that you've received, integrated, allowed, and intended for today's practice. Pressing it down into that seed for planting, and when you get it to that size that you most desire for today, just hold it. Take the top hand, inhale, place it under the bottom. Let's drop this down to our root chakra. The first and second chakras connect us to these bodies in this time and space. So as our focus for appreciation is here on this planet at this time, we plant these seeds of intention of honoring every single moment and all those that we come in contact with. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, and send it in to the lower dantian. Release it. Allow it to take root and journey on top. And circle up and around in tiny circles 9 times, bigger each time. 4, 5. Coming up over into the 6. And down below the root. 7. 8 big circles now. Smooth it all out. Clean it up good. Coming to the top. 9. And reverse. Big to small. 8. 7. 6. 5. Reconnecting around 4. 3, and centering back towards the lower dantian, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath. Release it out, let it go, shake it off. Gorgeous. Pop those ankles, toes, knees, whatever you need. All right, let's do 3 closing breaths. Release it, shake it off. Exhale, inhale up. And palms down to the heart. And repeat after me. With this practice, I empower my mind.
With this practice, I empower my mind.
Exhale, release. Let it go. Inhale it up. And let it down. With this practice, I heal my body.
With this practice, I heal my body.
Exhale, release. Let it go. Up. With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
What a beautiful day, what a beautiful practice. Always a privilege, honor, and a pleasure to share this time and space with all those who are willing and able to share it with me. I honor and I thank you all, each and every week, and those of you online that are joining us, I thank you. Have a beautiful day. Let's do it again on Friday. Bring a friend. Bring your joy and happy into you. Namaste. Good job. Great job. Give yourselves a hand for your practice. So cool. Use your routine. You can take your stretches, do your stuff, drink lots of water. Same for all you guys online. We'll see you later. Love you. Bye.